We're about to enter a community that's grown from just 25 people to over 23,000. Pickerington, Ohio. But how did a small 1815 settlement become one of the most sought after suburbs on the east side of Columbus? And is it actually a good place to live? Today we're going to explore the neighborhoods, historic downtown, parks, restaurants, and even some of the rural pockets that most people don't know about. If we haven't met before, my name is Lonnie Estep. I help Central Ohio buyers and sellers get it right so you don't end up lying awake at 2 a.m. wondering if you made a mistake. Let's start in Old Pickerington. This is the original heart of the city. The town was actually founded in 1815 as Jacksonville, named after Andrew Jackson, but before renamed in 1827 to honor its founder, Abraham Pickering. Today, this historic walkabout stretch features local shops and places to grab a cup of coffee or a quick meal. In downtown, right on the street, sits the old 1879 railroad depot, which carried passengers until 1958. Just nearby is the historic Carnegie Library, built in 1916 with a $10,000 grant from Andrew Carnegie himself, making Picktown one of the smallest communities in the country to ever receive one. This brings us to Sycamore Creek Park, home of the Seller-Smith Covered Bridge. Built in 1906, you can still physically walk across it today. This area also represents why the state legislature officially named Pickerington the Violet Capital of Ohio back in 1996. The locals called this area Picktown, and that identity runs deep, especially around their high school football. The local schools hold an A- rating and have developed absolute pipeline to the NFL, producing over 18 professional players, including talent like Jake Sawyer, T.Y. Hamilton, and the Stiles brothers. Shifting to a unique local landmark, right here is a true hidden gem, the AMA Motorcycle Hall of Fame Museum. It's a massive 26,000 square foot facility packed with exhibits tracking the entire history of American motorcycling from professional racing to pop-up culture. When you leave the downtown area, your daily operations shift right here to State Route 256. This is the main commercial corridor where you'll find all your major retail, big box shopping, and dining staples like Roosters, Bag of Nails, Cracker Barrel, and Five Guys, and many more. For access into Columbus, Route 256 feeds directly up into I-70. On a clear day, your commute into downtown Columbus or to John Glenn International Airport runs right around 20 to 25 minutes, making it highly convenient for metro workers. A critical financial note for buyers. While the vast majority of Pickerington sits firmly within Fairfield County, a portion of the northern footprint crosses over into Franklin County, which alters your real estate tax structure. The Pickerington Local School District is massive, serving over 11,000 students across 16 schools. However, as a strategic buying tip, the neighboring Canal-Winchester School District actually cuts directly into parts of Pickerington, meaning your physical address dictates whether you'll pull into Pickerington or Canal schools. Now let's talk about the market realities, because Route 256 is the singular lifeblood for shopping highway access and handles massive volumes of traffic. Gridlock during morning and evening rush hours is notorious local headaches that you have to budget into your day. The explosive population growth from 25 residents to over 23,000 has also put a constant strain on local secondary roads and municipal services. It is a highly car-dependent suburb, and public transit options outside of community lines are essentially non-existent. Furthermore, funding a highly rated, rapidly expanding school district means that the property tax rates in the Fairfield County pockets of Pickerington sit on the higher end for Central Ohio, which directly impacts your monthly mortgage payment. Let's explore the housing market and some key suburbs. Here we have some new builds next to Pickerington North High School. The price range varies depending on the custom build and the square footage. Moving westward on the map, here we hit Longview Highlands, a newer community developed by Dr. Horton. It features a diverse mix of ranch and two-story home styles, sitting on the western edge of town. for highly efficient access down to Highway 33, with prices starting right around $430,000. If you are targeting larger lot sizes and high-end executive finishes, we pull up to Windy Creek. This neighborhood represents the upper tier of the local market, with prices scaling from the mid 600,000s to well over $1 million. For buyers requiring serious acreage, and if you want more land to breathe, Pickerington maintains plenty of rural properties just outside the corporate city limits, offering larger parcels, lots, and privacy while keeping you minutes from the commercial center. This city maintains over 158 acres of municipal parkland, but the crown jewel is Pickerington Ponds Metro Park. This is a massive 1,600-acre state natural preserve and wetland habitat with over 260 species of birds, allowing you to go from a modern subdivision to absolute nature in under 10 minutes. Bottom line, this town went from 25 people to over 23,000, and it's still growing. That's a community that figured something out. It offers a distinct mix of small town history, highly rated schools, and rural options right outside of Columbus. Whether you're buying, selling, or relocating to Central Ohio, understanding these hyper-local operational differences make a huge impact on finding the right fit. If you're comparing Pickerington to communities like Canal Winchester, Reynoldsburg, or Groveport, be sure to check out these videos as well, because each offers a very different lifestyle, housing market, and overall feel. You can visit my site for city guides and to sign up for my newsletter via the link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next community tour.